Do not eat all my Bucky's nuts.
You have Jakey. No.
Anyway, this is the Primary Arms Raptor 1 to 6 first focal plane. This is the first outing out with it. And I got it soldered in at minute of steel plate. I didn't have any paper because I'm super prepared today. Can we get it where it's on 1 power? Let me turn the illumination on. I can't see it with the... hold on. Okay, well, 1 power is just not going to work with the phone. Okay. There is... sorry. What is that? That's about 2.5 power. Focus, phone, focus. Crank it up to, that's about 4 power. Aha, there we go. That's better. Let me turn that illumination off. Alright, me crank her up to 6. There we go. Whoop. Yeah. Well, hard to focus with the phone. I don't have one of those fancy phone scope thingies. Oh, that's not too terrible. Whoa. So the top tip of the chevron is where you're supposed to have it sighted in at 100 yards. Well, let me try to get it focused again. Come on, camera. Okay, there we go. We got it better now. Okay, so if you aim at the top tip of the chevron, that's where you're supposed to put your 100-yard sight in. This is the one that's calibrated for 5.56-308 stuff, and there's a whole chart and instruction manual for different loads. The bottom of the chevron is 200. The top of the first post, which is even with the very bottom of the wings of the chevron, is 300. And then 4, 5, and 6 on down with the lines. And then there's little bitty, come on now. I'm not very good at this. Okay, so, and then you see there's, you can see them or not against this green background, there's little windage marks. Okay, I think I got it now. Would you? Really? Okay, hopefully you can see that with my focusing craptastic job here. You see the little holdovers at your 3, 4, 5, and 6 with your wind holds. And then the outer of the horseshoe is supposed to be if someone is running at a typical running speed carrying gear. Or a deer carrying a backpack. Or a pig carrying an AK or something along those lines. Let's see if I can turn.
How would a deer carry a backpack?
Carefully.
Walking with his hands?
Yeah.
That'd be like a saddle.
Well, it's an awesome deer that can do that.
It'd be an uncomfortable saddle.
I really wish the 1 power would show up on the phone, because it is pretty cool that it's almost like a thank you, Emery, almost like a red dot at 1 power, but I just can't really, it's just not working with the phone. Bucky's nuts.
Sweetie.
Delicious. So, I've shot this scope for all of, today, so I really can't give a definitive answer just yet, but thus far it is pretty cool.
You're chewing while you're videoing.
Yeah, it's not very tactful of me, is it? As Robin just said, I can just hit whatever I'm aiming at. It just works. I'm like, yeah, it does. Now, granted, you're on a table on a bipod and a rear support back, but it just works. Okay.
Sweetie.
This one you have a spare battery. Your CR, what is that? 2032.
Just screwed off his ear.
That's your battery compartment on the outer one, and then your illuminations. And just like Spinal Tap, it goes to 11.
What about magnetism?
Magnetism? What are you talking about?
My scope?
About magnification?
Mag.
This is a
Tism.
tism. Why are you throwing a tism?
Because.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, look, sheep.